your life. I'm here today to talk to you about the reason why people support standardized testing and also why the reasonings for them supporting it are flawed. The first claim is by an article published in the Inside Higher Ed online newspaper. Their claim is that the result from standardized testing can help predict the educational outcomes for the students and also provide demographics for the schools. Frank Mulatto, who wrote an article called The Case for National Standardized Tests, proposes that standardized tests are an effective way to get demographics and predict educational outcomes, but it should not be counted as much, and there should be a different format for giving the test. When interviewing Jay Cox, who is the assistant superintendent at Chattahoochee County High School, he presented a different way of handling the test. He believes that proctors from the outside areas should be brought in to administer the test as a way of decreasing the chances of institutional cheating, which would allow students and the student-teacher cheating to not occur. This would help test results and provide a more accurate statistical reading. This would make tests more credible, and it would also help create a more impartial environment. Also, a national standardized test would be more effective at setting a nationwide educational standard and comparing student achievement throughout the country. Also, with the national test, the expected educational outcome would be the same across the country and will eliminate state standards for being too low or too high. And it will also allow states to be compared in a more effective way. Another claim for standardized tests is by Lynn Newton, and her claim is that standardized testing gives us an accurate reading on what a student has learned and what teachers have taught. Katie Young from Michigan State postulates that with so much emphasis put on the students and teachers to perform well, that there could be a lot of pressure put on students and teachers, and with the students taking the test, it will create test anxiety, which will inhibit their ability to perform well on the test. With test anxiety, the accurate reading of how much a student has learned can be skewed and will not give a state an accurate assessment an accurate assessment on how well a teacher and students have done. To help reduce test anxiety, the test should not count as much, and yearly progression in the classroom and other factors should weigh in to what the student has learned rather than just one single test. Newton also claims that standardized testing gives a teacher a bias for what to teach. It also allows us to track a student progression over the years. Young once again rebukes standardized testing and claims standardized tests do give a basis for what they should teach, and the problems with teachers knowing what to teach exactly is that the teachers will teach test-taking ability and test-taking skills. There's nothing wrong with learning good test-taking abilities and skills, but when that's so heavily emphasized, students will begin to just learn off that and won't actually learn the material. So then when the state goes to get an accurate reading on how much a student really knows, it's kind of misconstrued and doesn't really show an accurate reading. And with the test-taking abilities and skills being taught, I've actually had experiences in middle and high school where I've been taught, instead of the material, I've just been taught how to take the test and what answers to look for. And with these strategies, I've made good grades in some subjects I really didn't know about, but in the long run I didn't know anything, and it kind of hurt me down the road once in college. There are many pros and cons in standardized testing, and although I think standardized testing is an essential part in the education system, the way it operates is flawed, and there are many solutions we should look at to improve education in this country.